You only need 3 lenses. Welcome back, my subscribers. Today I want to share that if you're just starting off or you're trying to reorganize your collection, you only need 3 lenses. So like I've said many times, the photography and videography world, just like the tech world, basically tech, is full of options, and it gets very difficult to not overspend, not overthink, trade, sell, buy over and over. It's a crazy cycle that we all go through trying to find the right gear that works for us. That's what we're here for. Those of us that have been through this craziness and kind of have a little bit more idea of what works, what doesn't work. I'm here to offer you my opinion on what 3 lenses you can put on your wish list if you're starting off, or if you're trying to move systems to Sony, or if you just want to rethink your collection because you have 50 lenses. So I've been through it and I still have a lot of lenses, but I have been able to trim down several times, trying to rethink what I really need, my minimalist setup, where I can still get the product I want. And so you always need the foundational lenses, which are the workhorse lenses. Then you can work on getting the specialty lenses, or you can just get one. I mean, you can mix and match. It's all according to what you want to do. But if you want to do like a capture-all approach and be ready for anything that's thrown at you, you want to get these 3 lenses. So let's cover the basics. Workhorse lenses are lenses that you can take out in any situation and feel confident that you'll get a winning shot or document that moment. And so for many years, photographers have always known that the 24-70 is one of those. But so is the 70-200, because you need distance in some situations, like a photojournalist, a wedding photographer, you name it, wildlife. However, there are moments when you're cornered, literally, and you need a wide angle. And that's where the 16-35 range comes in. Now, in the Sony world, we have those options, but if you buy them all, we're talking about around $8,000 to $9,000, because they're G Master lenses and they're the finest quality, finest materials. You can knock people out with them because they are basically weapons made of metal. But there are ways to save as a photographer and take care of your gear at the same time and not have to skimp out on quality. And that's where the Tamron trio of lenses comes in, which is something amazing that finally we can say we have in the Sony system. A third-party trio of workhorse lenses. Tamron knows that their price has to be lower than Sony's G Master, and they themselves know that they're working on lenses that are lighter, more minimalist, but function very similar to those higher priced items. And so they made compromises with these lenses, as you'll probably already know. We have the Tamron 17-28, the 28-75, and the 70-180. These focal lengths have been selected because they enabled Tamron to make smaller, lighter lenses without breaking the bank. And so instead of having a giant 70-200, we now have this 5 to 6 inch 70-180 that is very easy to hold with one hand. And even though I do this, I'm not going to get a workout because it's too light. You need the G Master for that. All these lenses, despite their setbacks in terms of build quality, which is lighter and a little bit more delicate because they're not metal, only the mount is metal, and the focal lengths are reduced or extended in some cases, they all are compromises that don't compromise on image quality and autofocus speed, which is exactly what you need as a workhorse lens. So when you compare it to a G Master, yes, they are superior, but you're gonna get 90% there with image quality, feel, and accomplishing that shot with half the price if you get the Tamron trio. So let's talk really quick about image quality. When it comes to image quality with these Tamron lenses, you're not going to get special bokeh. You're going to get bokeh depending on the focal length and compression that you get. But I would say it's satisfactory. You're going to get decent bokeh with very good sharpness and very fast autofocus, which are things that the mirrorless system allows you and actually helps you to achieve with the new bodies that we have. They're all weather sealed, which is a plus. That means you can get rained on, and some people are braver and go into the snow, but you can be confident that they're not going to be your basic lens that doesn't have any weather sealing. These 3 lenses fit in a camera bag. That is a win, because you can carry a medium-sized camera bag, probably this big, have your camera in there with these 3 lenses, and you would have had 17 to 180 millimeters covered, which is amazing to say, because that's the benefit of mirrorless, and Tamron wanted to make that possible by doing those focal length compromises. Now, on the other hand, if you went with the G Masters, you're going to need a bigger bag, and you might need a friend to help you carry some of those because they're heavy. Like I said, if you're starting off or you're rethinking your lenses, you have tons of primes. I mean, you can go the prime route as well, but if you're thinking versatility, fast action, photography settings, these Tamron trios will do the job, and they will do it well, and you will be happy with your results. Then, as you see, I think using these 3 lenses from 17 to 180, you'll really get to know your lenses and your focal lengths, where you're shooting more, where you like the look more at which focal length. Then I would recommend the smart way there is to acknowledge what that focal length is, and then find that specialty lens at the 1.4, 1.8 if always available, or 1.2s if they are available. And so that is the best way to be smart with your money and your photography growth, because I could tell you I've been through a lot of lenses, a lot of camera bodies all over the place, and it really is a trial and error world with photography, unless you really pay attention to those out there that are kind of trying to give you those tips, and this is one of them, and I hope it helps some of you out there. Thanks for watching.